Okay, call 911. Grampy's in the attic again. They usually save that joke for the roofs. Crack me up. The light inside of this attic has a cage around it. This luminary, this light, should have a similar cage around it protecting it. Move up the stairs here. We're in the garage. It's a nice thick attic door. Better than it has to be. Nothing wrong with that. It's bolted in. Nothing wrong with that. We don't have any insulation around it so that to fall in. Actually, there should be a little board set up here. In fact, I think all the way across. Here, let me get up here and tell a story. I'm a storyteller. The garage is not living space, so it doesn't have to be insulated. The living space does. So where the non-insulated area meets the insulated area, we should have barriers or dams built up across so that we do not lose our insulation. See the way it's falling? It's going to... Gravity? Does gravity ever stop? Don't think so. Oh, this attic's ventilated. Does the wind ever stop? I don't think so. What's to keep this insulation from ending up over here? You want the insulation over the living space. That's what it's about. Okay, same thing over here. We want a little dam to keep the losing the insulation. Protect the living space. That's what we want. Those are important things. This is a truss-built system. And I'm kind of a fan of truss-built systems because it takes the human element out of it. These trusses were built in a factory with certain quality controls and shipped on a truck, and as long as they weren't abused, it's a very strong, it's like the Golden Gate Bridge, you know, it's very, one part holds the rest of the parts. It's like a spider web. So this is a very strong building. The foundation can be going crazy, and thanks to a truss roof system, the house would look relatively okay. I hate walking across, and shouldn't be. Okay, this is not a lesson on how to do it. All right. We got a loose blocking plate right there. How about that? Let's see if we can get in here. Loose blocking plate between the trusses over the south side of the garage. All right, let's keep looking. We're lookers. Pretty good lookers, aren't we? I had to get closer. I either don't like what I'm seeing, or I don't know what I'm seeing. Or some combination thereof. It's this window I'm going to. I do not see any pan flashing in the bottom of the window. Flashing should go across the bottom of the window opening and then drop down on both sides. That side will be covered by siding, but this side will be exposed. But you should see some pan flashing, some plastic, some vescu hanging out along the bottom edge of that window. I don't see it. I just don't see it. That's the flange right there. I don't see any flashing tape anywhere around the window. Okay, it's kind of important. We should have some flashing tape. Alright. Well, we don't have our insulation dams. We got a loose blocker, and we don't have our flashing around our little dormer window. Faux dormer window. Our attic window. Okay, let me get my Circus Soleil on. And I'll just hippity hop over here. I'm a hippity hopper. And kind of go. I'll tell you what, my balance isn't what it used to be. Back in my motocross days, I was flipping and going, and what is this? Okay, these are called cords for our truss system. You think that knot's gonna come out? I'm surprised it made it out of the factory like that. But I could almost peel it out. So, I want to look at that. Okay. Knot and cord. K-N-O-T. We got radiant panels. All that shiny stuff is good for energy. And as we come along here, now see the beige baffles? I don't know why they call them baffles, but we have them, and I was looking for them. And I got a depth marker over there that's 16 inches. That's pretty good insulation. Coming on along. Still looking. We're lookers. There's a depth marker, 14 inches. Okay. Soffit baffles, soffit baffles, soffit baffles, soffit baffles, soffit baffles, soffit baffles, soffit baffles. Okay. 14 inches. What's that? And what's that? What's that? And what's that? Those look like big old holes in the insulation. Do you think this insulation works the same as this insulation over here? I don't. I think we need some insulation. I think it needs to be corrected. I think this is a deficiency. This is an issue. We need to deal with this. That's what I think. Okay. So what did we learn? We learned we were missing some insulation. We learned that we were missing some insulation dams, blocks, if you will. We learned that we got a nice big old knot hole in one of our cords. We learned that we got a loose block, and we learned that our window was not flashed. Is that another loose block? Look at that. 2 loose blocks? What are y'all doing? These, I mean, I hate discounting my work. Okay, but these go underneath the ridge vent, and they're really not supporting much. That's not wholly the truth, but I think the other one is a little more critical. Little being the operative word. So, all 3 easy to fix. Knot hole, easy to fix. Dams holding the insulation, easy to fix. Window without flashing, a little more difficult. It's going to be a little more difficult.